Hello, it's Australia with a reading for the collective. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. I hope that you're feeling great. I really appreciate you. Just do a quick vibe check. Connect emotionally. Have a meaningful conversation. And under the deck, think of someone you love. Send warm and positive energy to someone you love or desire. Alright. And what is the primary energy? What do you need to know? What is it that's going on? So this Two of Swords fell out in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. The Lovers. So I feel like someone feels like they made a mistake regarding you, but this person could be very manipulative. Because you're protected. You've protected yourself. And you're stable. You've done something all on your own. You are doing something all on your own. So maybe you're in a relationship, or it's the fact that you are open to a relationship, or your energy is open to a relationship, or you're in a relationship. It's about a choice in love here. Either way, someone made a mistake, and it's either they're watching you with someone, or they feel like you're going to meet someone, or they made a mistake regarding you. And it's like you've overcome some kind of sadness. It's like somebody feels... This is somebody who doesn't understand love. It's like somebody equates love, partnership, with pain. Like if you're hurting someone, if someone is hurting for you, then that means they're yours. And then if they're not hurting for you, then they're not yours. If somebody is in a tower, Magician reversed in a tower, they made a mistake. Regarding you, this is somebody who has been very manipulative and tricky, a very tricky character. The problem is Nine of Wands reverse. Queen of Cups reversed. Someone wants to keep doing something here. Or someone was doing something over and over and over again with a Queen of Cups in the reverse. But you're not out in the cold. But somebody here is wearing a mask. Somebody love bombed someone. They feel like a failure. This Nine of Wands in the reverse. Somebody could be very, very obstinate. This Queen of Cups in the reverse. They could be the Magician in the reverse as well. But somebody here feels like they made a mistake, and I don't feel like it's this Queen of Cups. So this could be someone who's aligned themselves with the Queen of Cups, feels like they made a mistake. Being manipulative and tricky, a trickster. And there's a situation here they have with this Queen of Cups in the reverse, something that someone's been doing. Could be the Moon in reverse in the subconscious. There's some kind of a battle going on here. Five of Swords, the Emperor, over somebody's connection to you. A masculine energy that it's like someone's fighting you for this person. An emperor, a masculine energy that is a leader, a guiding light within a tribal unit. They've done something unjust. Someone could want to say it's a misunderstanding. I mean, they could be fighting with this emperor. You know, maybe somebody is standing up for you because someone did something really unfair. But there's a King of Swords here who is aware of the situation, protecting you, maybe even guiding this emperor. It's like somebody almost feels like behind the scenes. Somebody is just very intelligent. This could be an aspect of the emperor. They're doing the right thing. They're taking just action where something was very unfair. Or it's like this King of Swords is making it so. So the lovers, the choice in love, I feel like it's the emperor then. You and this emperor. If someone feels like they made a mistake, trying to manipulate you, manipulate a situation, someone has been doing something here very obstinate over and over and over again. Deep down, someone knows it's lunacy, or someone is seeing through an illusion. Maybe it's this emperor. Seven of Swords in the recent past. Somebody here is lying, cheating, stealing. Somebody is very sneaky. A Queen of Cups in the reverse is very sneaky. Trying to break up a couple. Or somebody's cheating. Two of Cups reverse. Seven of Swords, a Queen of Cups in the reverse. They're not liking how something is going here, and it could have to do with some type of effort that a group is putting forth. Business, they're meeting together for something here. It has to do with success and work and finishing things, collaborations, gathering together for a common cause, but they're in the reverse, so they could all be following this Queen of Cups reverse, but it's going awry. You know, somebody here is being seen as irresponsible, someone is non-committal. You know, someone's not putting the work in, someone's doing shoddy workmanship, somebody's cheating, someone's stealing, somebody's greedy, power hungry. This feels like a group of people who are, it's like they know each other socially, but there's some kind of involvement on a project, a business. And it feels like power dynamics. Someone is definitely in a tower. Power dynamics, power plays. There's power plays going on here, but somebody is, maybe someone's angry, someone's not putting in the work, or somebody doesn't feel like somebody's very skillful at something, or somebody's very entitled. This is a tense situation, and these people can't trust each other. I feel like someone's vying for control, and they're trying to get their way. This Queen of Cups in the reverse is trying to get their way, and the person that feels like they made a mistake, I feel like, is somebody else. There could be someone that wants to be a King of Cups, but it's like they want to fix their life, or be this King of Cups. They want to, it's more feeling like they want to come across like a King of Cups than be a King of Cups. Eight of Cups reverse, somebody refuses to move on, someone can't move on. It's the same, it's Groundhog's Day. There's no, it's boring, it's empty. There's no change here, nothing's evolving, it's emotionally unfulfilling. All of these things is what somehow somebody is looking at their future. This could be also somebody plotting to stop someone from walking away, or stop someone from being able to transcend. And actually in the Seven of Swords reverse, in the recent past with the Eight of Pentacles reverse, that could be somebody plotting and trying on purpose to do petty things to distract someone in order to get their way. Or somebody wasn't at work, somebody was out cheating. Someone cheating at work, cheating to get ahead. The Hanged Man reverse in the near future. There's just somebody here that doesn't want to take no for an answer. There's a power struggle here. Somebody's not listening to their better judgment. Okay, so that's what this Nine of Wands in the reverse is. It's like somebody is very obstinate. They want to keep doing something, and there's like a conflict here because somebody feels like they made a mistake. Maybe they chose this person with the Lovers here. This could be a couple. And so one person wants to go one way and someone else wants to go the other way. And this Queen of Cups in the reverse wants to manipulate something. They're refusing to listen. And with the Moon in the reverse, there's definitely some sort of lunacy here. Hanged Man reverse in the near future. This could be someone feeling stuck and punished, or this is somebody who refuses to wait. They want to, or look at where they find themselves and, you know, maneuver from there. They want what they want, and they're going to make whatever moves it is. They're making moves without thinking, without going within, without any sort of pause to reflect, gain insight. They're just making moves here. And if there's someone here who's feeling stuck and punished, that person could also be unwilling to see why they find themselves in a particular position. The lens someone's looking through, Star reverse. It's like somebody really has some sort of disdain for somebody. The whole situation feels dark and hopeless. Somebody could have really fallen from a pedestal. There could be someone here who really was a master at creating an environment that made them come across like they were a leader, someone's charismatic, they're unique, they've got the lightness of being, they're the it person, they're the spiritual person, they're the one with the answers. There's something about them that's just lights up the room, and you know, somebody worked hard to create this aura about themselves, and now somebody's looking at them like they've fallen flat. Something has lost its luster, and so now they're watching someone who they feel like have lost their luster, and they're feeling like they made a mistake. And on top of it, this person is doing something here that this person doesn't want to continue to do, and somebody's very obstinate. They won't stop doing something here, and they don't seem to care about this person's feelings or opinion. So I feel like somebody aligned themselves. This is like somebody got married to, or is in a high level commitment with someone who they feel like is dragging them down the wrong way, and nothing is straightforward. Everything is manipulative. This could be someone who's not contributing. This could be someone that's lost their job. This could be someone who doesn't want to put an effort into this relationship, and they're very non-committal because they don't want to partake in this plan or this plot. And there does feel like to be money or work issues, or there's like a group or something where it's like it's not succeeding. Whoever they've aligned themselves with, it's not moving forward. So this person is feeling like they made a mistake choosing this person. They're not getting ahead. It's not somebody's cheating on someone, or somebody's lying to someone, or if they're doing things without checking in with the other, especially with the Seven of Swords. Someone could be non-committal to the relationship. Somebody could be, this person could know that this person's up to no good in the recent past, and that could be plotting, doing petty things, even though somebody here, with this Magician reverse, they feel like they made a mistake. Whatever this, the devil under the deck. And in this case, it's feeling very stark. It's feeling like the devil, it feels like somebody feels like they're dealing with a devil. It's like somebody's obsessed, operating out of their shadow. Someone's jealous, someone's materialistic, lustful. There could be a lot of shadowy energy. A Queen of Swords reverse is like this devil. That's how somebody views this person. Star reverse, if they definitely, if they were, excuse the silly phrase, but like the apple of somebody's eye, and they really felt like they hit a jackpot with somebody, it's the opposite of that. This person just comes across like cruel and evil. Cruel, demonic, cruel and calculating, mean, ruthless, dark, possessed, sinister. Yeah, for sure. Queen of Swords reverse. And this person, the more that someone views them that way, the angrier they get. And I also feel like this person is someone who, with the Star reverse, because it's your reading, the Queen of Swords reverse devil is obsessed with cutting you down. It isn't just some sort of disagreement between someone here who feels like they made a mistake, but it's, this person, they have a chip on their shoulder, so if somebody wants to stop or they've got an opinion, this person's going to drive it in harder. And the more they feel like they're not getting the attention, or they don't have the light, or they're not inspiring, or this is not a wish come true, the angrier they get, and the more petty, the more cruel, the more Nine of Wands in the reverse, the more they attack, and the more they won't stop. And that's what someone feels like. I feel like with this Eight of Cups reverse, that someone won't move on, and that this situation keeps repeating itself, and it's stagnant. This person, Magician reverse, could be somebody who they themselves are very manipulative, and they were a match for this person. That's why they're aligned with them. So it's like a devil and a Magician reverse, like a Queen of Swords reverse, that's a devil and a Magician reverse. And the Magician reverse is not happy with this Queen of Swords in the reverse. So it's like a manipulator and like a cruel, bitter, calculating, we'll just say devil. In the environment, Five of Wands reverse, somebody here is doing something underhanded. There's a competition here, somebody's doing something sneaky. They're looking at somebody's Wheel of Fortune here. Someone's not out in the cold. They could be trying to cause confusion, mental blockages, distractions. They want someone to be told no. Someone's under a lot of pressure. Yeah, somebody is not telling the truth. They're not giving someone some sort of information. They're stalking. They're slandering. This is horrible. 5 of Wands reverse. Page of Swords reverse. This is somebody who's slandering and stalking someone, sneaking around. Magician reverse. Devil. These are all very witchy cards. This is somebody who isn't getting their way. I feel like they're looking at what you have going for you. This could be someone that wants to distract you. They're angry. They're in some sort of a tower. So they're unhinged. They're very reactive. They're not getting their way. Yeah, tower, the devil. You know, somebody could be displaying extremes that someone didn't know were there before. It's like the more lackluster someone looks to someone, the more incensed they get, the more unhinged, the more they double down, the more sneaky, the more reactive, the more cutting, seething. This could be an argument, some sort of conflict here with the 5 of Wands in the reverse in the environment. This could be someone with the Star reverse who can't compete with you, that's been trying to outshine you, replace you. And in the environment, you know, that's what people see, that, you know, someone can't compete with you. 5 of Wands in the reverse, because it's in the environment. Everybody can see that there's some type of tension or battle going on, and that this person's involved in. And because it's your reading, I feel like it has to do with you. And when I say everyone, I feel like maybe these people in this 3 of Pentacles energy in the reverse, or this person comes across like they're looking for a fight. The other thing that could be going on, since we saw the Magician reverse and the 5 of Wands reverse, that's, you know, some sort of quintessential negative, you know, energy that somebody could be projecting in the environment, purposely trying to create some sort of disruption for someone, spiritual disruption, with the 8 of Pentacles reverse, coming up with all the kind of details, the ways they can cause disruption. They won't move on. They're going to keep doing something over and over and over again. And they're incensed, they're enraged. And someone here feels like they made a mistake because they're surrounded by it in every direction, all around them. That it's like they are surrounded by really a situation that was their making. And it all has to do with this Wheel of Fortune and you not being out in the cold. So it's like things are working out for you, things are balancing out. Something is meant to be that's fated here, that's taking shape. There's good luck, good karma. I feel like it also has to do with joy. Joy, a lightness of being. Because when you're in the flow, it feels good. And when positive things happen, it feels good. So it's like you're receiving something here and they're not. And this is like a toddler robot that has a glitch, you know, that just is like, has one setting, you know, and they're glitched. It's like this person, they just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it's dark and disruptive, and they don't, you know, with this Hangman reverse, ever change their outlook, their perspective. It's just that they see they were unsuccessful, and that's why they want to keep going. It's like the Terminator, you know. It's like the Terminator, only it's got toddler energy because of the tantrum that I'm picking up here. It's like a tantrum. It's like the Terminator is having a tantrum. Yeah. You're Sarah O'Connor, and this devilish Terminator, you know, is, you know, if you open up the little latch on the back, you would see the circuits are fried. It's, you know, one of the buttons is stuck. One of the dials is like rusting and it's stuck, and that's what's going on. Someone could be angry because someone doesn't want to commit to this anymore. Someone could feel like someone wants to come towards you, or because something is being made fair here for you, because we did see the Emperor. It's like someone has lost interest in this person. Whoever this is, I feel like they went towards this person because they were seeing some sort of glamorous lifestyle, and that's what they care about. And because that seems to be, this person wants to be aligned with someone that makes them look good, where it's like they get access. You know, it makes them look good, or they get access, or there's money, or something like that. It's all about appearances. And I feel like this person, they themselves have limits, even though I feel like they're coming out as like a magician reverse. Only if they receive something, but they can't control this person. It's like two narcissists. Only this one narcissist wants out, because they're not getting something out of it. They made a mistake. Yeah. Someone's in their ego because they're not out in the cold. Strength reverse, Five of Pentacles reverse, Magician reverse, and they're trying to manipulate something, and it feels like energetically they could be doing it now. Page of Swords reverse, we saw with the Five of Wands in the reverse. So, you know what these underhanded actions are. It involves stalking. It involves slander, manipulation. They're very unhappy that it's not working. Something's not working. They're not getting their way. They're actively out here doing something to cause problems. You know, because something's aligned for you. Someone is making something fair. Someone is going to make something fair. You're going to be treated fairly. You're getting paid fairly. The wheel is turning. The wheel has turned. There's good karma, good, you know, good energy around your life. They didn't get to stick you and keep you down. They wanted to put, you know, their foot on your neck and wanted you to stay permanently where they wanted you to be. And again, the energy, it just feels like someone's so much in their ego, and this is like such lunacy that it's like coming across like a Terminator with a, you know, a glitch on, you know, but the Terminator didn't need a glitch. They were just the Terminator. And they're like a toddler. They're so angry, and they're like, there's a humiliated element to it, and that's partially, it's like their ego. They can't stand the way it looks. They don't want to be the loser. Yeah, hopes and fears, Ten of Swords. They want to crush you, or they're afraid that, you know, this is leading to total devastation, some sort of ruined defeat, some painful ending. Yeah. You know, this could be trying to stop you from some sort of plans, or stop someone from enacting some sort of plans, or being confident enough to take the action to move forward. It's all about choice here, having a strong will, being in control of the environment. So it just does feel, again, like somebody wants to disrupt someone's environment, stop them from being able to think straight, take action, be courageous, so that someone feels defeated. Someone really wants to end something in a way that I'm just feeling disruption here, and I feel like the reason that they're planning that is because that's what they're afraid of for themselves. So that's where they come up with the ideas from. That they would come across as ineffective in the environment, unable to, it's all about power and money. It's about who belongs and who doesn't, who has the money, who doesn't, who has the power, who doesn't, who gets the attention, who doesn't. I'll clarify the Ten of Swords as well. See which way it goes. Outcome, Three of Cups reverse. Some sort of an issue with like a third party. So I don't know if somebody's cheating inside this relationship here with the Seven of Swords. Something coming up and out about a third party. So this is like a couple. The one person here could feel like they made a mistake and could be cheating. That person could want to come towards you. I mean, you could be this person, this Queen of Swords in the reverse that's been trying to get rid of you, annihilate you, because they feel threatened by you. They could blame you for the reason why this person is non-committal in this relationship. If it's them that's cheating, if it does have to do with a third party inside this relationship, outside of your history with these people or this person, it still feels like they want to blame you. The attack is, aimed at you here from someone who just has one setting. That's it. I feel like they were able to hide it more before because they're not getting their way. And they're on overdrive here. Somebody is, their circuits are blown. And this is just the start of it. It's just the start of it. You have so much more unfolding. And the fact that they're in this state of being now, they're really not going to be able to handle what happens for you in the future here. And Three of Cups in the reverse. I feel like it's something to do with, it's you being happy. It's you also, though, with this Queen of Swords. It's something to do with you being very, I feel like, non-reactive and seeing what's going on from a very balanced perspective, handling something with grace. Somebody can't get you to emotionally unravel or to react here, and because of it, somebody is getting more bad karma here, and you're happy. You're happy. There could be a group of people involved. You're happy, and your shits are coming in, and they wanted you out in the cold. Instead, they're going to be out in the cold, and they're going to have pressure, shame. They're going to have, they could be having financial issues or something going on where, because they're trying to stop you from receiving what's fair. It's like it's all happening so exact that, the universe is spoon feeding someone the way karma works, and they're still just attacking you. Yeah, this is resulting in some kind of embarrassment. Six of Wands reverse. I feel like this is then, so if that's what it's resulting in, then that's what they want. They want you to maybe be very reactive, or this is some sort of like humiliation. Somebody very, very much trying to get you to be very reactive here. Maybe while you're traveling. Or this is somebody who wants to make you feel frustrated because you can't finish something here, or because you can't think straight, or because you're not able to enact some sort of plan. So it's like somebody who could have a lot of temperance, a lot of balance in their life, and be flowing. You know, this would be somebody, just an analogy, you know, following someone on a highway, and then hiring two sort of like three thugs to drive on either side of you, and then another person to drive in front of you and drive really slow and sort of box you in, and do that on your commute to work every day for 3 weeks straight. And then when you start screaming and yelling, "What are you doing? Get out of my way," they put you on video and then put it online, and then say that, you know, you're out of control. That kind of thing. That's just an analogy, but this person's wicked like that. That's like the kind of ways that they think. So that could be what's going on here. I'm still not completely clear on what the exact plan is, but we'll get to that. I'm gonna clarify some more. So somebody's definitely digging for dirt here. I feel like someone's feeling foolish. Yeah, this is some type of a thief and a bully that's feeling foolish. This could be someone that writes, or someone could be writing something important here, focused on the written word, some contract, you know, some journalism, some, you know, something, an email. There's something about you really transmuting or turning, stone into gold, or it's like you can make something out of anything. And I feel like somebody wants to stop that. Yeah, you have this femme fatale energy under the deck. So it's like bully, thief, Queen of Swords reverse. So this person, and we saw Seven of Swords, and this is the thief card. Seven of Swords, thief, and a bully. Five of Wands, definitely a bully. Nine of Wands reverse, definitely a bully. I mean, from the read, we can see this person's a bully. They won't stop doing something. They're trying to force something to be, you know, they're looking at what's going on in your life and trying to ruin it for you, because they want to take it from you, or they want to steal your joy, you know, wipe the smile off of your face, whatever. Yeah, you're this child magical. It's something about you being able to, when you're flowing, you know, a lightness of being about you, a playfulness, you know, very amazing ability to manifest and be in the flow. And for you, you're just living your life, but I feel like when other people witness it that are in this type of energy, it irks them. Now you have this father here, though. So I don't know. You know, because this Queen of Swords keeps coming out, but we didn't really see a masculine energy, so I don't know who that is. This could be this Emperor and the Upright. They don't want this person to make something fair for you. You could be an artist. You could be someone that thinks in an abstract way, thinks outside of the box. God is here. God is here. It's like God supports this, you know, regal feminine energy. It's with you, and there's someone here that's like a vampire that feels invincible. Almost like somebody wants to get you out of some sort of soul-searching or private, you know, between you and the divine. It's like somebody wants to get you agitated. They want to stop you from being able to turn, what is it, straw to gold. And I do feel like there's somebody here who align themselves with this person that sees themselves as very logical, that it's like they're calculating it all, and they don't feel like they're going to get what they want. They could have some sort of addictive issues, this person. And whoever this femme fatale energy is, they're doing a lot of gossiping. Something about it is like using words to destroy. There could be a student involved. There could be a mother figure involved. Definitely trickster energy, but somebody's not succeeding at it. And there's definitely a lot of greed going on here. Yeah, somebody just cares about money. Somebody could be using words to try to convince somebody here. They're acting like they're a good person. Something about you and what you're innovating, building, creating. So with the art and the writing and the artist and the visionary, you know, it definitely could be about what you're creating here. It could also be, you know, you're a very spiritual person. It could have to do with what you're innovating, what you're building, it, you know, a business plan. It doesn't have to be art. It's your artistic approach, your creative approach. Someone wants to destroy it. Yeah. Somebody could be turning to someone to get help. Yeah, there's something about someone helping someone here. Someone helping someone here. They're in this really rebellious energy. It's like somebody wants what they want here, and they're looking at this child divine. They could be acting like a victim as well. They're definitely focused on this masculine energy, who's this guiding light within the tribal unit. They could be trying to compete with you over this person. They could be trying to say you don't know what you're doing. Stop you from being seen as a leader. They're definitely trying to get some sort of information. There's stalkery vibes here. There could be something about a trip to nature. You could be very au naturel. You could like to hug trees or come across like you're very, you know, just very earthy. And someone's having trouble sabotaging this new start of yours. And there's someone else that's involved here that doesn't like the role they're playing of not being the hero. Yeah, this is someone who's been very unchivalrous to you, who gave their power away. There's a shapeshifter out here, and there could be religion involved. Oh, actually, that's the Don Juan card. So this Don Juan shapeshifter, they could be having, you know, you could see through them, or people can see through them. With the shapeshifter here, it's hard to know which one it is that's doing the attacking. Who is the thief? We have a Queen of Swords reverse, and we have this masculine energy that's showing up like a shapeshifter. You're definitely this queen here. You radiate the regal feminine, use your benevolent authority to protect others. Dawn 1 reverse, so there's like a masculine energy not doing well. Dawn 1 reverse, destroyer. This could be the one that is working with this Queen of Swords in the reverse. Or they are the Queen of Swords in reverse. Or they made a mistake trying to have someone who's very angelic, going against someone who's very angelic, or choosing someone who was acting like they were very angelic. They wanted you to be judged, or they were doing something behind the scenes here. It also has to do with this battle, losing a battle. So this could be somebody that thought it was funny or thought something was funny. This strife, this competition. So I want the details. Dangerous. I'd say so. Somebody has dangerous energy. They did something on purpose. And they have these secrets. So I feel like the dangerous, though, is not, you. For you. I think you're protected. I feel like the dangerous has to do with whatever somebody did here on purpose. They have secrets. They did something on purpose. There's secrets here. Seven of Swords. Someone's trying to keep something secret they did on purpose. Someone made a mistake. You have to do with someone's stability. Someone's interested in someone's money, this root chakra. Secrets around someone's root chakra. Someone could have shared something with an Aries. Somebody here is an energy vampire. We saw that. A, B, C, D. Blocked. Astral travel. Dream. So something regarding you, astral travel, dream. Someone's blocked. Caution, danger. Someone's blocked. Someone's doing something on purpose. Something you made. So yeah, it's back to your innovation. Caution, blocked, danger. Someone is trying to project. Okay, the danger is for them, not so smart. You healed, you're healing from something, and you're protected, you're special, there's something here you're doing that is in alignment, it's meant to be. It's about your North Node. So it has something to do with what you're creating. You could have had strange dreams last night. Okay, so that's the Magician in the reverse. There could be like a need to, if you can take a little break and go to a favorite spot in nature. Yeah, exactly when I said that, go to nature. Cleanse your space, go to nature. Divine Feminine talking to you, Divine Feminine, go to space, go to nature, cleanse your space. Pray. Get yourself to a place where this playful energy, if you're not in it, is revitalized. Yeah, and get into this creative energy. It feels like that's what somebody was focused on. There's someone here who's really entitled regarding your playfulness. And they have some sort of bad karma here for that. Definitely something going on around your sleep. Someone's blocked. What are they trying to do around this sleep? An old frenemy? So, this could be an old frenemy of yours that's doing this? What are they trying to do? What is their goal right now in this reading? What does the collective need to be aware of? Fake friends since the beginning. Okay, so an old frenemy is still pressed over some old shit. Fake friend since the beginning. You are talented and they aren't. So this has to do with your creativity. So this is some sort of a rival. It has something to do with your skill set, your talent at something here. This is a competitor, a frenemy, or somebody from your past here purposely triggering you to fuck with your day, recruiting haters. And their intentions will fail. Okay, so this Queen of Swords reverse, it's interesting because I kept saying there didn't seem to be a masculine energy coming out here, even though you have this couple here. Put salt around your bed for protection. Haters are lying about you. They low-key feed off of your confidence. They're happy over your fuck-ups. Trying to defame your name. Okay, so we saw the slander. They want to see you suffer so bad. Okay. So there's a masculine energy. Maybe this frenemy is married. Or there's a, we've got this shapeshifter energy here. Posting things directed towards you instead of coming to you directly. So it's like somebody wants you to see something on social media, and then something has been blocked for your protection. So we have this blocked here, and then we have this blocked here. So something is being blocked for your protection. Maybe it's some of the information here, but then we do have this X is sending negative energy towards you. So this could be someone wants to see you suffer so bad, and their intentions will fail, their evil intentions will fail. We do have this happiness here. So when I was looking at that playfulness card, it was about you really being in alignment with the things that make you feel good, the things that make you want to dance or whistle, laugh, smile, relax, get creative, build something, be in the zone, be satisfied. So I feel like that's a big part of what this is like somebody trying to, rip the smile off of your face, and it's by taking something, which could be your peace, it could be solace, it could be something you're working towards, and so you have some people talking about you here. I feel like someone wanted you to be really paranoid. I do feel like there's some sort of paranoia here. Someone wants you to be picking up on it. I feel like you've acclimated to this energy so much that you might not even see it happening. It's so constant. I don't know if this ex and this frenemy, they know each other. And who the masculine is in connection to this frenemy. They could be married. They could have some sort of a friend here, friendship group, something like that. That is part of it, part of this hate campaign, because they're recruiting haters. They're telling lies. So this is very, looking you up, trying to look something up. So if you're making progress and on something, and any part of it is being seen, I feel like these people are going to just completely become unraveled. Somebody's so reactive because maybe they looked at your records, or they looked at your cards, or you posted something. So there's something you're really good at, and it seems like that's what they're trying to stop. And we know what their intentions are and what they're trying to do. I want to know what the specifics are. I do feel like it's like trying to disrupt you. And whatever they did, though, somebody did make a mistake, because I feel like something backfired here with this magician reverse, especially around the astral plane. Something backfired. Could have to do with, your crown chakra, your root chakra are the two that came up, but I'm also feeling probably also your sacral chakra. Frenemy. Something's really old here. Maybe this frenemy is connected to an ex. You might not even know that there was a slight. Someone could have taken a slight from something that happened a long time ago. Or there was like a disagreement, a falling out, or you walked away. What are the specifics that someone's trying to do? What are the specifics here? Psychic ability, trust your intuition. Romance, celebration, party. Okay, I feel like this, this could be saying, it has to do with, remote viewing and stuff like that. Looking at your Akashic records, trying to do astral travel. you know, that type of thing. And then also you know, like beat you psychically or beat you energetically with the Five of Wands reverse and the Magician in the reverse. I feel like this is someone who taps into lower vibrational spiritual energy and practices. Whether you believe in it or not, they still take the actions and they do the things. And they're still out here stalking, and they're still out here slandering and trying to dig into someone's business and following them all over online and harassing someone and stalking someone. And psychic ability, trust your intuition. So, and then if, you know, what I'm picking up on is that this person is waiting until you have a drop, like you drop something here, or you have a meeting, or you make an announcement, or you start your new job, or you're in a new relationship, or whatever it is that's coming next. And I feel like they're waiting for that. They've been waiting. I feel like if this is resonating with you, you know that that's true. This frenemy, they want to like smear your name. They want to do things like cause, stop you from being able to focus and concentrate by creating frivolous lawsuits, try to tie you up, make accusations that are untrue, where you have to defend yourself. That could be all the way out in 2026. If you think it, you know what you're working towards and what the timeline is. So that could be 2026 when that person does that. I feel like somebody here does really weird stuff. I feel like somebody, you know, they go out into nature and they gather nuts and shells and leather straps, leather threads, or whatever they're called, and you know, says things out loud and uses fire and candle wax and things like that. That's what I think. That's the kind of person you're dealing with, and it's a lot more prevalent in society, people doing this type of thing, than it seems like on the surface. So all you have to do is go to Etsy and put in the word spell, and you'll see how much of it's going on. A ridiculous amount, for some reason. I feel like, you know, what happened is, it was after the New Age. What I think happened is, I feel like there's a couple of different groups. I feel like there's people who were born into families that do this type of thing and always have. But I feel like the other group is like sort of the remnants of the New Age movement who, you know, put their toe in, and they ended up taking something completely different from it that other people did. So other people, you know, gravitated towards, what does a quartz crystal do for you? How does it change the vibration in your room? What do you want to put in your pocket to help yourself expand your heart? If you say your affirmations, how many times should you say them? What way should you say them? What is visualizing? All those things. You know, ayahuasca, or whatever, you know, going to visit a shaman, or, and then though, but some people here started to either crack open books, find things online that appealed to them, that seemed to be on the same vein as this New Age. And I'm just using the word New Age because I feel like it sort of points to a particular time like somebody that would go to the crystal shop could scan the shelves and then look and see some of these stores do have like things that border on, it's not so much in the light. And somebody, they did one thing, one small thing, which seemed neutral, earthy, maybe more like earthy. Like writing a name on a piece of wood and then, throwing it into the sea, which seems innocent enough, it's natural, it's nature, but then they start getting into other things, and it starts to they get engulfed. That is, it's like how they used to say, weed is the gateway drug, that saying. It's kind of like that, where it's like New Age was the gateway means for people to go down this route. And I'm sure there are other ways as well. But there's a lot of them. A lot. And I feel like that's why it comes up so much in the readings. And then you also have the narcissist empath dynamic playing out. I feel like a lot of these people that went down this route, this dark energy, could be very narcissistic, and because they're doing things without thinking in terms of how other people feel. They're only thinking about themselves. That's oversimplifying it, but that's part of it. And they want the light from the person who is this empath, this narcissistic person who feels like all they have inside is a black hole, or is jealous of something that you have and wants to take it, or something about the way that you operate makes them feel agitated. They feel agitated, they can't explain it, and instead of going within like this, Hangman reverse, Nine of Wands reverse, hiding that this is lunacy from themselves in the subconscious, unwillingness to move on, sneaking around, unwillingness to see something from another perspective, just focused in on themselves and making comparisons. Like, this is all, sneaky here, looking to cause damage. They are attracted to your light, and you definitely have a lot of light, and you're very prayerful. That's what I think is going on with this dynamic. I think that on the surface, this person could say, they could try to find a reason, something that you did wrong, but it's so irrational. If this is like a friend, this is so irrational. This relentless gaze, this obsession with you, this jealousy, Queen of Swords reverse and the Devil. That they're still going. And what else do I feel like they're plotting here? I feel like someone wants to, like I said earlier, they want to distract you, make it harder to focus, to be in the flow, and to be in the zone. I do feel like they want to pounce when you have something here that you've finished. You have like a self-care, holistic line, and then you get your store going and you start to make a lot of sales. This person is following that. If you're resonating with this, And this is like some obsessed, unstable person. So, and I feel like the playful energy is one of their more primary goals that they want to squash. And I do feel like there's a lot of projection here. You might not even really notice a difference. You might feel like, oh, I sure couldn't sleep last night. I was pretty tossy-turny, and you could say, well, I drank too much coffee. I took half a cup at 3 p.m. and that's why. Or I ate too late. Or I have so much going on, I just am wired. So, but also when we see this blocked for your protection, maybe you weren't able to fall asleep because you had this energy being projected your way. And whatever this is, I don't feel like it hit you, I feel like someone could also feel jealous of some sort of romantic energy around you, or someone heading your way. If this frenemy could be someone that takes issue with your happiness in general, just the idea of you being in a relationship, just very competitive. So this person is stalking and lying and slandering and putting things on social media and doing weird, ritualistic things and doing things while you sleep and trying to figure out how they can steal something from you and trying to figure out how they can block you. And feels like they're going mad because you're happy and because things are working out in your favor. And this really could have been something that happened a long time ago. And it's like they never moved on. Anything else we need to know? You have a heart like a lotus flower, and I feel like this is the same message. It's like really telling you to take the time to practice self-care and get into the place where you feel close to yourself, that loving energy, that playful energy, that lightness of being, and to know that even if it feels like it a little bit now because maybe you're exhausted or you're human, that you have a heart like a lotus flower, and that if you feel like something's missing or you feel a little down or something like that, just know that this is accessible to you. And if something feels like in the mud or slow, or you feel like this person's energy feels muddy, even if you just feel a little flat or something like that, just know that this heart-centered energy is blooming inside of you, and you have access to this, especially with your mindfulness, your meditation. You can access this, and you can bring it to the surface. And I feel like this is, asking you to. Yeah, there's some sort of like a breakup here, or a couple that's not getting along, that doesn't want to. They want to keep some sort of illusion going. So that means that, they don't want you to go through this energy shift. They don't want you to shift your energy. So it's literally saying, if you haven't done it today or you're thinking about it, that your homework is to do the energy shift, that maybe if you feel resistant towards, to do it. You're a divine feminine energy, and this could have to do with your dreams. Something about your dreams is coming through very heavy, and some sort of illusion here. That to take a step back and really look at how you're seeing, how you're feeling physically, what your viewpoint is on your life right now. All of that stuff. There could be a lot more, thick with this manipulation and negativity in the air than you realize, because it's so constant that you might not have noticed, something happening incrementally. But there is divine timing here, and you're in a really good place. Whatever this is that they're saying about you, I do feel like this is trying to say, for one, who cares? But also that they want to try to say something when there's something that meets this divine timing. Yeah, they want to put some sort of an ending. They want to create an ending. There could be something about a trip, some sort of mind games going on around a trip. And the thing is they can't hide what you already know. You reap what you sow. You're putting in the work. Somebody's definitely trying to cause a jam. Like a jam in your body. Jam the circuits, jam the chakras. Wow. And lie. It's like they're doing both. Because this person's in some sort of a storm that you're so resilient, and that you have this stability here, and there's more coming, and that you're in this make-a-wish, manifest dreams to reality energy. So yeah, you have someone who's extremely reactive, and whoever this person is, you can't fix them, you can't rationalize with them, and know that spirit guides are your shield. This person is having trouble tapping in to help themselves because of the way that they've gone about things here. And it's like awareness of you and your focus on your stability, financial growth, your abundance. It's almost like they can't figure out how it's happening, and they're dealing with this reap what you sow energy. So, and you've got this kind of soul-searching vibe about you right now. Maybe really enjoying your space, your time. And it's like they want to infiltrate that with some sort of a storm. Definitely calculating, very, very calculating, making some kind of, trying to outwit you or something like that. Mind games. To stop you from being so grounded, which could have to do with your routine. This person's definitely fake, and they're looking at this good fortune, your big luck. They could have been fake in the past doing that. Where this is headed is game over for these people. This person, they're going to have to come eye to eye with the demons within and reap what they've sown. And you, in the meantime, you have a heart like a lotus flower. And I feel like the other element of this is you're going to discover aspects about yourself that maybe you felt were, that you had to put aside. We're going to revisit your heart in a way that feels really good, I feel like. Wow. Somebody here really needs to stop messing with you. All right, a beautiful transformation is coming, and just keep doing these spiritual baths and taking care of yourself. And I hope that helps, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.